What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Red, white, and royal blue is the perfect cocktail of steaminess, politics, heartbreak, poetry, optimism, and mushy romance. It skyrocketed to the top of the bestseller list thanks to McQuiston's word wizardry and dialogue that practically sizzles. The beloved rom-com masterpiece of the decade, Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, has been snatched up by Prime Video and turned into a cinematic delight. Now, don't you just adore it when your beloved book makes its big screen debut? Well, sometimes, my dear friends, it's a bookworm's ultimate test. Especially if you're a diehard fan, the book is always superior purist. Hang tight because we're about to dive into the juiciest dish. The grand discrepancies between the fabulous Red, White, and Royal Blue flick and its trusty counterpart, the book. Keep those eyes peeled, folks. Zara's race is seemingly changed. So when we look at Zara Bankston, who's the Deputy Chief of Staff for President Claremont, you'll notice she's quite consistent, whether you're watching the movie or reading the book. Zara keeps her no-nonsense attitude, her sharpness, and her quick wit. And guess what? She still ends up in a secret engagement with Sean, who happens to be Prince Henry's equerry. But here comes a noticeable difference. In the book, Zara graduated from Howard University, which is a historically black college in DC. You know, the kind of place where mostly black students go, even though there are a few non-black ones too. The book made sure to mention this to give us a sense that Zara is a black woman. But when the story hit the big screen, Zara was brought to life by the hilarious Shahi.
Why'd you dislike me?
I went to introduce myself to you and you looked at me like I had head lice. Then you turned to your equerry and said, "Get me out of here."
Sarah's got Iranian and Spanish roots, and that's who you see playing Zara in the movie. The height difference is reversed. So in the book, there's this moment when Alex and Henry visit a children's hospital. But things go a bit off track when they think they hear gunshots. During all that chaos, Alex points out that Henry is taller and stronger than him, especially when they have a little scuffle in a janitor's closet. Now, when this story made its way onto the big screen, it's a bit funny because the writers of the movie decided to have a laugh about this unexpected change. There's a scene in the movie where Alex visits London to do some damage control, and Henry playfully teases him by suggesting he's wearing special shoes to look taller. Queen Mary is now King James III. There's this super important scene where Henry and Alex head to Buckingham Palace in both the movie and the book. They're there to sort out the mess caused by their leak emails, and the whole situation stays pretty similar in both versions. But here's the twist. In the film, they decided to switch things up a bit. In the book, it's Queen Mary, Henry's grandmother, who's the powerful figure. But in the movie, they changed it to King James instead. It seems like this switch was done on purpose to create a cool contrast between the story's British leader and the real-life British leader at the time. Back in 2019, when the book first came out, Queen Elizabeth II was still the ruler. She was still in charge when they started making the movie the year before. But unfortunately, she passed away in September 2022 at the age of 96. And now in 2013, her son Charles has become king. So you see, things have shifted a bit from the time the book was written to now. Nora and Pez are love interests. In the books, the cool White House trio teams up with another trio from overseas. This group includes Prince Henry, Princess Bee, and Henry's one-of-a-kind best buddy Percy, who goes by Pez. In the book, Pez has a major crush on Alex's sister June. But you know how life goes, things can shift. So in the movie, since June isn't really in the picture, Pez's romantic interest changes to Nora. And guess what? Nora is Alex's closest friend, and also happens to be the vice president's granddaughter. It's a pretty surprising turn of events, isn't it? Henry is a writer, not a driver. When Alex makes his way to the UK after the cake incident in the book, there's this scene where Henry comes galloping around the bend on the back of a pristine white horse. It's quite the sight. But guess what? In the movie, they switch things up a bit. Instead of a horse, Henry arrives in a Jaguar convertible. So in the book, it's a majestic horse, and in the movie, it's a sleek Jaguar. Different, but both pretty cool entrances. Princess B's storyline is cut, and neither June Claremont Diaz nor Rafael Luna appear. Speaking about Alex's family, the whereabouts of June come to mind. June, who used to be Alex's built-in best friend and devoted companion, as well as one-third of the White House trio, is now absent. In the book, a significant portion of Alex's character is defined by his comparison with his sister. However, with the absence of this contrasting element due to being an only child, Alex's identity could be a subject to a completely different interpretation. In the case of Henry, B, his sister, took charge of the movie adaptation, though her character's presence was notably reduced. The book delved into Princess B's subplot, which revolved around her personal struggles with substance abuse following her father's death, and the invasive privacy violations perpetuated by the British tabloids. The intricacies of B's undisclosed period of rehabilitation also become casualties when the public gains access to Alex and Henry's email correspondences. In the movie, the extent of B's steadfast support for Henry seems somewhat unbalanced due to the absence of these details. It's important to note that Henry has always displayed a strong and paradoxically defensive attitude toward his older sister. Another character left out of the adaptation is Colorado Senator Rafael Luna, a young independent politician whom Alex greatly admires. Rafael, who is both Latino and openly gay, maintained a mentorship and close friendship with Alex following the first son's involvement in his political campaign. The absence of Rafael results in the removal of the intriguing subplot involving President Claremont's Republican opponent, Jeffrey Richards. Additionally, Alex no longer has an older queer role model to confide in while navigating his own journey of self-discovery. Alex's parents, Ellen and Oscar, are not divorced. However, in the film adaptation, they are joyfully married. In the original book, Alex's parents, Ellen Claremont, the President of the United States, and Oscar Diaz, a senator from California, are divorced, and their separation serves as a significant source of tension within the Claremont-Diaz family dynamics. This aspect adds complexity to Alex's personal journey as he aspires to follow a path into politics. As a result of this alteration, the character of Leo Catalazzi, the first gentleman of the United States and Alex's stepfather, is also excluded. The book devotes considerable attention to Alex's blended family spending time together, yet the movie chooses to allocate most of its focus to the romantic storyline, rather than delving into the distinctive background of Alex's family, which he and Henry share a bond over in the book. Amy doesn't knit, and there's no Cash. In the book, Alex's Secret Service agents Amy and Cash are among the first to discover his relationship with Henry. However, in the movie adaptation, Amy remains a character, and as far as we are aware, Cash is not present. Additionally, in McQuiston's original novel, Amy is notably enthusiastic about crafting, however, this particular interest does not find its way into the film. There's a scene on the plane where Alex describes she's got a bulletproof titanium case of crafting supplies open on the couch next to her and is serenely embroidering flowers onto a napkin. Alex has seen her stab someone in the kneecap with a very similar embroidery needle. Despite this omission, a crucial aspect of Amy's identity remains consistent. Amy, who is transgender in the book, is portrayed by trans actress Anise Sheath in the movie. This marks the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like and share it. Let us know your opinions in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.